So it is a bit of a surprise. Angel Reese has stated that her intention is to return to the Chicago Sky. So there's an article by Alexa Philippou, who is one of the probably 3 WNBA journalists that I'm actually going to trust in a lot of situations. Her, Annie Costable, and might be it, to be honest. But yeah, so you can see here, 2-time WNBA All-Star Angel Reese says she plans to return to the Sky after Rocky finished her second season. I'm under contract, so yes, I plan on returning to the Sky, Reese said Friday at USA Training. I'm continuing to talk to Tyler Marsh and building a relationship with general manager Jeff and Tyler. Last season, Reese led the WNBA in rebounds per game, double-doubles, while also pacing Sky in scoring, 14.7 points, and assists, 3.7. But her relationship with the franchise, which after the 7, becomes strained as she expressed concern to the Chicago Tribune over the Sky's point guard situation, indicated the team has to get great players in the offseason or she might consider moving on. This sounds like I can't leave. They're not trading me. This doesn't sound like I want to be in Chicago situation, because I think she wouldn't mention, oh, well, I'm under contract, so I plan on being in Chicago. I think this is a situation of her being like, I'd say she's constantly talking with Jeff and Tyler, and Jeff said, no, we are not trading you. Every team in this league knows you're gone. No, every team in this league knows you don't want to be here, so your trade value is in the shitter. We are not giving up an all-star for nothing. Yeah, Dallas might have wanted you, but we want their first pick, and they're not giving you the number 1, so you're not going to Dallas. And you still got 2 more years in your rookie deal. If you're still pissed at the end of the next season, then you can go. That's my assumption. That's my assumption of it all. The Sky deemed him detrimental. The team suspended her for the first half of the next game, and she then didn't play for the rest of the season. Let's be real. Let's be real. Angel Reese could have played. Angel Reese could have played. And it's just one of those things where it is what it is. Like, they were 1-13 without Angel Reese. They were terrible with her. They were embarrassingly bad without her. She obviously apologized publicly and privately. Angel is an ascending young talent in this league who's had 2 very, very good seasons, Pagdaka said. Obviously, we went through what we did. We feel like we closed a chapter on it. She spoke to her teammates, spoke publicly. We moved on as a team. She didn't even do an exit interview, by the way. Reese had a Friday. She's fully recovered from the back injury. The limiter to just 30 games 2025. One of 10 players making their senior national team debut. It's something that you don't take for granted. Haven't done USA since college. So it's going to be back here, potentially be on the senior team. It's really, really important. I'm dreaming of playing for the Olympics and especially for LA because I want to represent this country well. I would assume she's going to make the team. I would make the assumption she's going to make the team because at the end of the day, the last kind of 3 spots on the roster, you're going to run maybe a 9 rotation. And the last 2 or 3 spots on the roster are for specialists. And I think she is a specialist. She's the best rebounder in the league. You bring the best rebounder in the league. I think it's as simple as that. Even if you don't play her that much, you bring her. You don't just bring the 12 best players, you bring the best team. And if you've got Angel Reese on your team, you're a fucking good team. Like, Angel Reese is a role player, dear Lord. She's like the super role player, if that's what her role is. But yeah, obviously this is something that you're looking at so thankful. Told you there was no trade in the cards for Angel Reese. Yeah, the reality is that she is going to be a Chicago Sky player. And I think this is one of those things where the organization have just told her we're not trading you, which they're allowed to do. They're well within their right. It is genuinely, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's now a situation where she's just going to be a member of an incompetent franchise for a while. And look, at the end of the day, 4 years isn't that long for a rookie deal. It's not the be all and end all. She can do whatever the hell she wants after rookie deal, realistically. But yeah, it is one of those things where I thought there'd be more people talking about this. But the fact is that she has to. I think it's a situation where a lot of people are like, nobody wants to trade for Angel Reese. I think there's a big gap between what teams are wanting to trade for Angel Reese versus what the Sky want for Angel Reese. I think the Sky want a all-star and a pick back. Like, I think if people are like, oh, the Wings will offer Enrique, the Sky aren't taking that deal. The Wings are going to let Enrique walk for nothing. To get Angel Reese, it's going to cost the Wings probably their own 2027 and the Aces 2027. And that mightn't be enough. It might cost them Zaza, JJ, Louisa, and a pick. And the Aces pick. Like, it's going to cost them a lot if they don't want to give up one. And then if you look at the other teams people are talking about, the Mercury don't have the assets. The Mystics aren't going to do it. They're happy with Kiki. The Storm aren't going to do it unless NECA walks. I'm trying to think who's high in the draft. The Lynx trading number 2 for Angel Reese might be on the cards, but we'll see in free agency. Like, if the Lynx strike out in free agency, they might go make that trade. So again, look, she is realistically going to be a member of the Sky, and whether she likes it or not, unfortunately, she's probably going to be a member of the Chicago Sky. And yeah, like the Sky is probably the place where she has the biggest, where she's going to be able to handle the ball the most, and she's going to have the biggest role. But like I'm under contract, emphasizing that means she does not want to be there. She doesn't want to be there, but like the Sky have her rights, and you can't do anything about it. Like she's 23 years old. She's not going to pull an Elena Deladon and just say, "Fuck you guys, I'm going home." Like, she's not going to pull an Elena Deladon. And at the end of the day, it's like she's it's going to be interesting to see what happens in free agency with the Sky, with the and with heck, it's going to be interesting to see, because again, if the Lynx strike out in free agency, she's better than anyone the Lynx can get to. If the Lynx lose let's say the Lynx lose Alana Smith and Jess Shepherd, you're like, fuck. You know what? Maybe Angel at center sounds a good idea, and we can just go small ball. That probably works. But it's funny, Angel Reese fans have been on my Twitter being like, it's the Sky's fault they're not letting her out of her contract. Fucking hell, like, why would you let an all-star walk for nothing? No team will ever let an all-star walk for nothing. And yes, Angel Reese, no matter what people want to say, is an all-star. So yeah, obviously, look, Angel Reese saying she plans on playing with the Sky means that realistically, she's going to be a member of the Sky next year, and it's going to be an interesting one to see what ends up happening with that. Like, does she last a season? Is it just a complete shit show? Answer to both is probably yes. She probably does last season, but it's probably going to be a complete shit show. But yeah, it'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun one to see, because there's never a boring day in the WNBA. Well, there's a lot of boring days, but never a boring day when there's actually shit going on right now. Anyway, I'll see you guys.